got these really cool hexagonal buttons. I can move around with my mouse or my keys, selecting them, initiate some animations on both selection and deselection. On hover, I can get different properties. These are just very custom buttons. And what you might notice is there's no animations here. And I want to kind of show both how to make a custom button as well as maybe simplify your sprite files. So the first thing is the button just needs to be a control node so that you've got focus ability. That's what lets the keystrokes work. I have this in a few different scenes, but in this scene where I've got multiple buttons next to each other, if you just set the focus, that lets you transition between them, and it needs to be a green node, not a blue 2D node to do that. So be careful. I did it with a blue one to start and got upset. The nice thing here is you can have two completely unrelated margin containers just centered together, where you do actually want a button. This button is where you're going to get all those button signals so that when you can click, when you focus, yada yada. But then everything else can just be a visual. This button, if I turn it on and off, you don't actually see anything. Granted, it does need to be visible to be actionable, but there's no sprites on the button itself. They're all on the second margin level. You've got a selector and then this selected. You can completely customize both of these. Just make sure they're all the same size. I found this was a lot easier than trying to make a separate selector move around. It literally just toggles visibility based on mouse over or based on click. And then the sprites, even when they're on, you'll notice are not, there's no frames here. And the reason for that is a very simple script, a single script with two functions. Basically, I've made it so that when I want sprites to be given in, I can just pass a folder, and then I can distinguish which animations I want to be non-looping. So in this case, the idle is looping. It'll keep going. I've got a second set of sprites that are just a silhouetted version. But this happy animation is non-looping, so it'll play once and then not again. Same thing with the unhappy animation. Find that to be basically all I really need. And beyond that, I just pass the folder. This is the queen button on the sprites. So I can pass the folder and call make sprites, and I make sprites a callable function if I need to change sprites on the fly. But in essence, it just reads the folder, reads the file names, and then as long as you pass in a row sprite sheet with a very specific sprite name, so you can have the name of each of the sprites, but then a specific name for each of their animations, and then at the end, if you just include how many frames, this sheet will, or this script will automatically parse and size and become a playable animation that you can call based on everything before underscore sprite sheet is what we have here. These are the names of the animations in all caps. Not going to go super into it. It's very simple, very straightforward, just grabbing the data of things. I'll include this this script in the description in case you'd like it. It's super friendly. Anyway, this is a quick update. Cool custom buttons, easy auto sprites. Let me know what you think. Hope to see you around. Like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye.